So let's just have a little test here and see what can and can't be done. Yeah, you see, that's about as close as you're going to get to an aircraft in terms of its, in terms of what we're seeing here. There's no point in going up close to the, a little bit closer. But then it's just, you're just standing in soaking wet. Not that it's a problem, but it is Emirates. Okay, so we'll listen out for it. Let's see what this looks like. That's probably yeah. So this is still the only runway that's operational at the moment, yeah? That's horrendous, man. Need a big squeegee. Need a big giant squeegee, man. So good audio, everything's working, yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna get this out here because I know that TJ said it last night. I just want to see if I can, and there it is. Quite a good shot. You have to sort of like leave it at that, really. Okay, let me just jump in front of the camera and talk to the animals. Just to explain the situation. Oh, there it is overhead. Can you hear it? 380 overhead. Oh, there's one overhead. It's just flown over the airfield. Oh, wow, he's looped the airfield, is he? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's that, okay. Right. Well, we'll what we'll do is we'll okay, so it's big. Now we're at the big airport now, folks. Oh, blimey! I look like hello. Hold on a minute. Let me do it this way. Still the same. What's going on there then? I didn't know I had a good tan like that. Anyway, how you doing, folks? Folks, good afternoon. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. And wow, what about this morning's little escapade over at Miniature Wonderland? Can't wait to put an edit together for that one for you guys. And of course, all the behind-the-scenes stuff that we saw, which was absolutely fascinating. It has to be said. All those control boards, those guys work tirelessly. Because when you consider their componentry and those tiny little electric motors that are literally everywhere throughout that building, all those guys have to constantly keep tabs on everything that is moving. So congratulations to them, little Eurowings 319 by the looks of it landing. So as you can see, we're behind the glass here on the terrace, on the observation terrace at Hamburg, and we were planning to go down to the Coffee to Fly. There's a little Coffee to Fly restaurant, which is literally over the other side there. Now the only problem, the reason why I'm not there, is because this runway here is not in use. It is the cross runway. If you look over, if you look at the airfield as a whole, like an overfly, you'll see there's a runway that literally runs past the airport, and there's one that sort of like intersects it, just comes straight past this point here. Absolutely fantastic for big, heavy departures. Yeah, but you know, I mean, that's just the. Just so long as you can hear me, I mean, blimey, you know, just so long as you can hear me. Okay. So just if they put that runway to use, it looks like landings and departures at the moment are going out of this runway. I think that's 23. Am I right, Julie? Is that 23, or is that 23, the long one? The one that they're going out on is, yeah, they're coming in and going out on 23. The longer one, which is far longer runway, I'd imagine that they'll probably use that one for the bigger aircraft. Emirates 777 is due in any moment now. We expect that one to be parking up around here somewhere. Yeah, we got that 707 in the beautiful old Lufthansa colours as well, sitting over there. I don't know if that's a little ATR just taxiing up there. Let's just have a little look at that. Hold on a minute. Just terrible, but there you go, whatever. Right, let's just get an iPad up so I can talk to people here. Oh, who's that? Who said that? Oh, Victor Tilson, you're a legend, mate. That's the kind of thing we need, you know. I mean, you know, busting my balls as much as I can. Most people appreciate it. In fact, I think mainly everyone appreciates it. Listen to this. The great thing is that the sound that's banging off of the walls here. Here we go. That's why the sound's terrible. Oh. Hold on. No. Yeah, I know. No. Sorry, folks. It's just I was using the camera mic this morning as opposed to the. So I need that. Hold up. Just come down, will you? Okay. Mic on. Just confirm it's running. That's why people were saying the sound was terrible, which is understandable. So there you go, folks. Hopefully. You what? Everything okay? What? Who? Okay. So here we go. Emirates 777 just making its way up to. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh. Okay.
What are you doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing?
With Big Jet TV?
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes. Here we've just been to Miniature Wonderland this morning.
Okay.
And unfortunate with the rain, so
it's fucked up.
yeah,
Okay.
can't do anything.
So you just...
We're live now. We're live now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How can I find you on the internet?
Big Jet TV.
Big Jet TV?
Yeah, just search Big Jet TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's better on YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah.
Better to watch 1080p.
That's funny.
Yeah, you can watch. This is members only today.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have.
So you travel around the world?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's your job?
Thank you. Well, it's
really
hard work,
cool.
man. It's hard work.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. You know, it's not a walk in the park. But you know, it's because of the passion for aviation that keeps me going. You know, and of course my members as well. Because all my members are on here now. Look, you know,
Your channel.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So where have you been last week?
We were in LA last month. We were in Boston. October was LAX. Boston was last month, and then last week we were at JFK. We're going to you know, we've been everywhere. Munich, Frankfurt, you know, Düsseldorf.
Job or passion?
Sorry?
Job or passion?
Oh, it's full time.
Yeah.
But it's passion as well. I love it. You know, I love the interaction with you know, the members and the viewers, because they're as passionate and enthusiastic about aviation as I am. You know?
That's crazy.
But it's great to see the big jets now. We've just been to Wonderland. And they're little tiny ones. But it's such amazing. You know, the detail is just fantastic. I'll give you a sticker, man, so you can have a. Oh, you got a kit, yeah? Okay. Is it huge? Is it? Oh, okay. That's something we can do, mate. Just go on there. Search for that. We're all picnics. Oh wow, he's parking over there. See, have you seen 707 over there? You see that 707 over there? Oh, right. 707. Crazy, man. This is typical that he's parking over there. Hopefully he's going to turn around and come down here, but I think it's unlikely.
Why are you so in front and not on the front?
What up here?
Because it's raining.
Because it's raining, yeah. Well, I mean, because of the window, I can only go so far. If I go close up to the window, but I'm maybe trying it in a little bit. In fact, I'm going to try it now. Gilly, I'm just going to move up to the window just to see what shot I can get.
Gotta work a little bit too.
Okay. Here we go. Let's just see what it's like. Because he is going to taxi right by. Okay. See now, how close can I get? I just can't get away from the fact that we were at that little miniature airport just now. This kind of like it, because we saw an Emirates 777 there as well. What's that? I just can't get a zoom. There's so many points I want to zoom on, but looks like he's coming in this gate here. Yeah, Uber a window cleaner. Doing the flyover, or is it XL on test or what? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So he'll be going from my left to my right, I'd imagine. Yeah, is that right? Is it? Okay, it is for training. Thank you, Katrina. Or Katerina, sorry. Okay, here we go. Let's just have a little look here. Where is my stream here? See, I can't. There's quite a lot of lavatory. I say that's very English, isn't it? It's the lavatory. Can't really see that. Such a disappointment. Okay, go to events. God, I wish that was the. I wish that thumbnail was what we were looking at. Oh my God. Oh, that's not fair, is it? Anyway, there we go. Janet. Let's just have a little look here. Let's give some shout outs to all our wonderful members who are out here in the rain with me. G'day to everyone. Matt 52, Beluga 5 inbound. Beluga number 5 inbound, I'm guessing. Wayne Eccleston, Andrew Foster, Matt Lewis, Gino, Marcy, added hair dryer to Jerry's equipment. Yeah. Need one of those, oh no, you can't put it on the outside, can we? But Keith Cornell, Wade Perry, Stevie Luskin, Jason Clayton, JC, Cameron Knights. How far is the Airbus factory from Hamburg Airport? It's literally, it's not very far at all actually, and it's not the, I think it's the paint plant for Airbus, but it's also the A3, it was the A380 assembly, or partial assembly, I believe, and I think it's also narrow body, single aisle manufacture, or should I say assembly, if I'm right in saying that anyway. Elaine Bird, g'day. Atul Chandra, Sandy Humby, Wade Perry, Dave Yearsley, oi oi, Lee Smythe, Elaine Bird, John Arnold, good afternoon to everybody, Joe Maggio, Debbie Speller, Timmy Toothpicks, Jean Ballet, Stuart Aslin, thank you, the English rocker, Andy Foster, Desert Cat, Keith in Miami, Keith is here and he's in Miami. See, I can't go into that. Mind you, it might clear up. Tony Smith, new member. Tony Smith, Jerry, appreciate all your hard work. Bamberg about as wet as Cardiff today. I'm sure you mean Hamburg. But anyway, there we go. Ryanair 737, giving it beats. Quite frustrating though. Internal fit out at Hamburg, there we go. And some single aisle stuff going on there as well. But I believe that it is the paint shop. Is it the main paint shop? Michael Helcoat, re-water on window when filming, zoom in, switch to manual, adjust so clear, then zoom in and out so much as you want and will still be in focus. To be honest with you, there is no manual focus option. Well, there is on this camera, but to be honest with you, because I'm moving it around so much and panning, it kind of finds its own spot, if you know what I mean. I know what you're saying in terms of the manual focus thing, but I'd have to touch the screen and it would be on the screen as well, I think. I think you'd actually see it on the screen, the little readout on the screen. I need to put Tony. Hey Tony, how you doing? Cameron Knights, Silver Fox, Glenn Knowles, Neil Ferry, Sandy Humby, Stephen Allen, people giving a shout out there to Tony, and you are most welcome, Tony. Andy ASJ Aviation, that is Andy. Love a talk. That wouldn't be me, Harmick. Joe Smith, Cameron Knight, Phil Loxton. Phil Loxton reminds me of the old days at Manchester. There you go. You've got my audio there, haven't you? I just want to, maybe I could bring that down a little bit. It's a little bit... just for a brief second. Okay, we're all good. I'm just going to quickly put my hood on. What's that? Oh, English rocker. Unlucky, mate. Sandy Humby, Cameron Knights, Alan B, Robert Colborne. Good afternoon, Robert. Loved part one. Oh, well, that's great news, great feedback. Hope you all enjoyed it, folks, as much as I did, that's for sure. It's one of those things where you sort of like, you know, you've been to somewhere like that and you've looked at it for so long that you kind of look at all these little trucks and stuff zipping around and you half expect them to sort of like, you know, have little electric motors in them and stuff, but they're actually real sized. You know, it's kind of crazy, and that is testament to how good the detail is with those guys at Miniature Wonderland, and it is testament to those hard-working people. I wasn't actually aware, because obviously I don't understand German, I can't read German for sure, but those two guys who were working on that little building there, they're actually wow, listen to that. Go on, son! Yeah. Some of that chat. Now, if this rain wasn't here, I could zoom right in on that stuff. There you go. I can't, so that's that. So this it's lufty. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Mikey VDA, Stevie Billings, Nigel Nixon. Jet that came off the runway at Liverpool was private, no one hurt, but one of the people on board was Mike Gordon, one of the LFC owners. Okay, we did have rumours that it was apparently Klopper himself, but it was one of the directors. Well, how about that? Sandy Humby, Stevie Luscombe. I think many airlines have tried TATL from Hamburg, but there's no market. Dusseldorf and Amsterdam are better connected. Yeah, it is a great shame. I have to say, it's a great little airport. It's not massive. 2 terminals here. I think the last work that they have had, any construction work that they had done, anything significant was actually in the early 90s, perhaps. But even so, great little airport, nicely laid out inside, and very, very nice, happy people to deal with. Matt Lewis took the kids to Miniature Wonderland, not to October. He was there for 7 hours. Now that does not surprise me. 7 hours, fair play. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, really? Really? So I think this 321's either coming in here, or no, he's going too slow. He's going too fast past. I think he's going to go into 2 gates up from us, possibly. So of course Paul Hodgson is out there somewhere doing the airport tour, isn't he? Somewhere around about. Here he comes. Look, not Paul Hodgson, but the 321. Okay, let's just have a little flick over to Facebook. Oh, good morning from Michigan, USA. Steve Ellen Bass. Well, look, go around. Or is it? SAS Neo. That's a test flight. Wow. So an SAS 321 Neo conducting a go-around at Hamburg. How about that? That's oh, there you go. Something interesting, isn't it? Desert Cat, Andy, Cameron Knights, Keith in Miami, Matt Lewis, Keith Cornell. Keith Cornell says, Jerry, I have seen it on YouTube, and he's talking about Miniature Wonderland here, but nowhere near what you showed us this morning. And for €13 entry, I will go next year, and you can hopefully film my arrival at LHR, please. Oh, well, we'll have a go, mate. A little bit far ahead for us, of course. We work our schedule literally on week to week, folks. Well, actually on day to day. All right. Oh, here we go. Look. There comes a little. Wow. So we caught a little glimpse of that SAS Neo. Cameron Knights, where is Germany's main airport? I think that's Frankfurt or Munich, one of the two. You'll have to correct me on that one, whichever it is. Yes, indeed, Richard Bonfield, it is a stinker of a day. Best way to describe it. But hey, what can you do? We're out here. It's ironic how it's turned around. The Miniature Wonderland was going to be an add-on it was going to be an add-on for the show, but now it's turned out that the Miniature Wonderland was actually the main feature, and this is kind of like a bonus that we've tagged on to the back end of it. We'll come back to Hamburg most definitely, have a word with the press department, because I'd love to get out there and have a look at that 707. Looks to me like they're actually doing flight training at the moment in terms of emergency evacuation, because I can see slides coming out of that aircraft. Which is quite interesting. Yeah, again, wow. Move over there just for the sake of I think there's going to be one more pass, folks. I think there's going to be one more pass. Hey, Gareth Sunset Shepherd. Hello, everybody from Sydney, Australia. Been plane spotting soon at Sydney. Love to be there with you, Gareth, right now, especially in these conditions. But I have to say, we wouldn't have had that fantastic gig over at Miniature Wonderland if we hadn't been here today. So it has its bonuses. Glyn Gilmore, morning from Canada. Another great place that we want to visit. Toronto is on the cards for visiting out there. Jeff Anderson, Paul Ashley, and there we go. Jonas Brethery, are you interested in overhead shots? I'm ready with work at 3, so I can come over with my car to go to the spot. It's not far. Jonas Brethery, are you interested in overhead shots? Overhead shots, that's interesting. When you say overhead shots, Jonas, can I just say, first of all, thank you so much for offering to come and pick us up. My only concern about going anywhere else around the airport is, of course, the fact that everywhere there are fences. I've done the research into Hamburg, and literally every spot around the airport has fences. So if you mean overhead, you're talking about literally them passing over us and then going out of sight. I think in general people would probably be more interested in being here, but again, thank you so much for offering. But Jonas, if you're able to, if you know somewhere to park where you can park very cheaply, then obviously come up and say hello. I'd much appreciate you coming and saying hello. Mark Mackison, Darwin is great. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Let me just. I know. He's doing some kind of camera shoot or something. He's doing some kind of camera shoot, and that's his missus. It's his missus. So they've stopped now. Yeah, it's a woman. It's not a fella. It's a woman. It's not someone who's lost. Okay.
Okay, so I've gone onto the crew. I've gone onto crew, yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it on crew? So I was on there. Oh, was I? Okay. Hey, look at all our t-shirts on the Facebook page. It looks really good, doesn't it? Okay, there we are. Luke Van Giap, Darren Smith, Boeing 707-400. Oh, look, it's a red nose. Smith was giving us information on that 707. Oh, such a shame. Anyway, you kind of get the atmosphere, you can hear it, you know, and all that sort of thing. Yes, okay, yes, confirming that is a cabin trainer. They're using, they've got the escape chutes activated at the moment, which is quite interesting because that obviously takes quite a considerable amount of work to sort of like put those back together again and like stuff them all back into the cabin or wherever they are ejected from, unless of course they're permanently out. I don't know, but I wouldn't imagine they'd leave them out in you know, especially with high winds and stuff like that. But anyway, I might be wrong. Perhaps somebody can confirm on that. Katrina Ina, Christopher Clark. No better weather in the UK, indeed. Looks like it's here to stay, that's for sure. Luke Van Giap. Lizzie Azu. I was getting to be an aircrew with Virgin Atlantic, but fell pregnant with my 22-year-old daughter. So nearly made it, but didn't quite make it. Sunny in Cambridge, Christopher Clark. Joey Gregory, I just got done watching the end of the first Miniature Wonderland video, mate. That model is amazing, great behind the scenes. Look at all it takes to keep it running is amazing. It probably got more technology than some little airports, thanks for that awesome show there. I wish we had something like that here in the US. Thanks for that, Joey. Yes, it was an amazing insight, and I tell you what, I need to get on with my editing because I've got quite a lot of stuff to. I've got a bit of a backlog now. I need to spend 2 days solid editing. Tomorrow and Friday, most definitely. Basically, sod the elections. Who cares? Really, to be honest with you, I think we should all run it together. You know, us people should run it. Well, obviously, you know. Properly, if you know what I mean. Not, you know, anarchy in the UK, if you know what I mean. Luke Van Giap. Trish Peters is in the house. Oh, is that the little tour bus? Is Paul all on his own in it? Oh, bless. Google shaft. Oh, look. That's actually. That's the tower that we were. Oh, there's no point in zooming in on it, is there? Better angle from somewhere, possibly. Is there any other option? See how close we can try it. Try, you don't. I'm not going to fart arse around with the manual focus. There isn't one anyway. choice, actually. But I don't know. I think that red nose is actually coming in here. It's got goo. Doesn't do any good, does it at all? You gotta give it a go, haven't you? Christopher Clark. Colin Mellows, good afternoon to you, sir. The best thing I can do really in these circumstances is just point and shoot. Who's that? What? Scott Good, thank you very much indeed. Well, you say I'm lucky to see it. I'm doing it for you guys. It's all I'm doing it for. Oh look, there's Paul again. Look, wave. Look, he's all on his own in there. Look. I think it might be just a staff shuttle or something like that. I don't really know. So Katrina Ina saying, thank God Berlin Airport doesn't have glass on their terrace. So that's interesting to know. So let's get ourselves out there. We need to do Berlin, don't we? There's a helicopter. There's a helicopter in the distance there. Just off there in the distance, when I looked at Hamburg on either Flight Radar the other day, or I think it might have been on Google Earth, I can't show you it because if I try and zoom in, you're just gonna see. But basically, to the south of the field, have a look. Hold on. If you look over there, just so if you basically. If you look, there's no point in trying to zoom in, but basically it's over there. Look. See, over there, basically. But there's what appears to be. No, so you say, is this a Gulf Stream or something? They should have tilted the glass, shouldn't they? Angled it so that I don't know, maybe not. Swiss 321. What is? Lizzie Azoo asking about Princess Juliana. Is that the St Martin, isn't it? You know, Lizzie, the problem with that is, we've discussed this before, in all seriousness, it's more a place for somebody to visit as an individual going on holiday. We couldn't do it because of the fact that obviously we'd have to be a long way away from all of the sand blasting, because obviously it's going to ruin the equipment in one shot. So we would have to do it from a distance, but also you need to bear in mind that the frequency of aircraft out there, we would be you know, limited to what we could bring you. So I think in terms of when you weigh it all up, spending, don't forget, at the end of the day, it's your money that we're using here to take us to these places. I'd rather go somewhere where there's a lot more aviation content and a lot more to bring you in terms of action, when you can just go on YouTube and of course you know, see that Princess Juliana stuff. Of course, you know, one day if we ever reach a crazy amount of viewers and we've got some extra money to spare and you guys don't mind, then maybe that's something that we could do, or we get a sponsor to fly us out there or something like that. But again, even if we were to get out there and it was to cost us nothing, we would still have the obvious problem with, we wouldn't be able to go. Yeah, the equipment would be our issue in terms of sand getting into it, you know what I mean? It's bad enough. Yeah, the equipment working actually, in terms of the actual technology itself. Oh, is that another go around? It's another go around. Indigo 320 Neo. From Toulouse? Sorry, it's from Hamburg. Doing a test flight. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Luke Van Jaap says it all there. Matt Harris, John Carley, Danny Mitchell. Rainy and cold, 43 where he is at the moment. 43? It's too bad, is it? Don't you double it? Oh no, that's the other way round, isn't it? Right, Swiss 321. They've got quite a lot of 321s in here, it has to be said. Not sure where he's going. Just cleaning. That's a FOD cleaning machine there, or just a general apron cleaning machine. Looks like they're just about to push this 320 back. Is that Falcon going out, possibly? Wow, look at that. Okay, here comes Swiss 321. Okay, miles high. Did anyone see the first flight of a commercial electric plane yesterday in British Columbia? Wow, that's interesting. So we say electric plane. Is that hybrid? So part electric, part engine, if you see what I mean? Because obviously, you know, you need a standard turbine engine to get you off the ground, I would have thought, unless of course it's a glider of some description. Dibby, Mally Beard, Cameron Knights. Wow. Colin Mello's saying it's nice and sunny where he is. John Grinham, Vision Thing. John Hughes II. Interesting people saying that the LFC owner, Stephen Billings, Bombardier Global 6000 just took off. Wrong music, thank you. Must be like a shareholder or something like that, because I mean, obviously, you know, you would have thought they'd have their own jet to start with. But hey, but yeah, what I was saying was over there, Lufthansa Technik have got a shed over there. Well, actually, got quite a significant shed over there, and there appears to be what appears to be like either a 777 or wide-body jet with no engines and no tail section on it. I don't know if anybody can enlighten us on that. If you look on, and Cameron Knights, the Falcon is in invisible mode. Ashford Window Tins. Hello, Ashford Window Tins. Who is that again? I never remember who it is. Is it a woman, a girl? Jilly. Ashford Window Tins. Oh, right, Kylie Goldsmith, there we go. Sorry, Kylie. Always difficult to remember people's names. DBR 5813 off work today, caught both shows, great stuff. Well, I tell you what a great show today. That really was fantastic. Might even have a dream about Miniature Wonderland tonight, knowing my luck. I might be a little mini me somewhere running around on it. John Grinham, good afternoon to you. Paul Skilling, sun out at Heathrow, but showers, easy coming. Keith Miller, really enjoyed Miniature Wonderland earlier. Were there any miniature tigers in the cargo hub there? No, but I'd imagine there were definitely somewhere in amongst all of that stuff. There were some tigers. Probably not in the airport section, however, who knows? Hi, Fred. Norman Bottomley, good afternoon to you. Got Tarom's 737 just about to depart. Yeah. That Eurowings 320 is literally about to. It seems like it might be a bit of a hub here for Eurowings. I'm not sure if I'm right in saying that, but it seems to be quite a popular airport for Eurowings. Swiss Air as well, doing quite a lot of advertising from here. But really, in terms of international flights, it certainly seems that Emirates are one of the only major carriers flying in and out of here. No doubt transiting, I'd imagine. Wade Perry. Thank you, Desert Cat. Absolute pleasure. And yes, of course, always thanks to Jilly for her hard work. Getting up at stupid o'clock this morning, of course, in the UK, an hour before. Well, not an hour before me, but an hour. You guys are an hour ahead, but an hour behind. Sorry, get it right. What's going on here? Sounds like the ghost train on the pier at Brighton. Okay, is he? Okay, he's coming around again to do another go around. John Grinham seen a Lufthansa Boeing 727 at Birmingham Airport back in 1989. Wow. What should we do? Higher, lower. Here we go, look, listen up for this. I'd be zooming the hell out of this right now if it wasn't for this. There we go. Jennifer Del Monte. Mali pit. The rain in Spain is mainly in Hamburg. Wow, John Hughes, Jetstar Airlines plans to cancel 90 flights this weekend due to a pending pilot strike. They will also cancel 18 flights on Friday due to separate action by ground workers. Oh dear. MC Media and Film. All fully electric, 100-mile range. Must have been quite a small plane then. Oh, New York, it's a whiteout. New York. I see an office, thank you. Oh, Nigel, you're going to love it. You'll love the show later on, my friend. Nigel Dallas. There's a Nigel Dallas just for you, my friend. Off in the distance there is the Lufthansa Boeing 707, which, to be honest with you, just looks like a blob probably on your screen. In the traditional colours, which is good to see. Judy Chastain. Mitchell. We have a small airport here, but do not get to watch the Blue Angel 3 times a week during their season. But I do get to watch. Sorry. Wow. That's worth it then. Scotty, yeah, Jilly's already answered you there, but no, we have not had a show in Hamburg before. Probably get over here and do another one, I would have thought, at some point. Just in the distance there, you can see the lights flashing, that's the tower. Of course, the giant version of the one today that we saw at Miniature Wonderland. Holly Winters, didn't get a notification. Guys, just bear in mind and understand that it's not our issue when you don't get a notification. Just make sure that you do have your notification bell on to all. And I believe we did test this the other night. I believe you can actually go in there and select it after you've already selected it, if you see what I mean. I did test that. I believe you can. Maybe you want to check that now, I don't know, but make sure that your notifications are on all. Oh, but that's Facebook, sorry. Yeah, Facebook's another issue, of course. Say about it. Why do I see +1 next to supporter badges? Lizzie asking. That means that... Okay, but does that mean what how have they got that? Oh, okay, but just purely through activity, Lizzie. The more you are active, the more Facebook recognises you, and you will become a top fan. So get typing. Mikey van der Aaron. Oh, Smithy's saying it was a full electric engine, a converted DH de Havilland Beaver. Oh look, there's another unmarked tailed Norwegian fjord. So was that therefore is that a prop plane, that electric plane, guys? Was it prop? So electrically powered prop, which is quite interesting. I can certainly see and understand technology these days is advancing so quickly for batteries. It's not so much the electric motor, it's more the technology with the batteries being able to sustain the amount of power that's required to get an aircraft off the ground, at least. Personally, I think the future is hybrid planes. So you use the standard type of engine to get you off the ground. As soon as you're in the cruise, you can then switch to the electric power, and obviously the batteries are continually charged by wind power, basically. And then when you're on the descent and sort of like 10 miles out, you fire up the main engines, because they obviously don't like being fired up at high speeds. So perhaps that would be the future, because there's obviously a limit in terms of weight that you can get to with electric power before it becomes ridiculous in terms of battery weight. I know lithium batteries are extremely light these days, I have to admit that, and of course, you know, but when you're talking about a big wide-bodied jet, something like, well, even not even so much a wide-bodied jet, but even something like a narrow-bodied jet, like a 320 or a 220, you know, I still think you need fuel type engine to get you off the ground. Oh, Mikey, 4-bladed prop. Danny Mitchell, not yet, not Atlanta yet, that's on the cards as well. Lots of airports on the cards, guys, and you know, it's not a seasonal thing for us in terms of, you know, when we go. It's just a case of sort of like, you know, logistics, planning, that sort of thing. The only thing that's holding us up really at the moment is the Far East show down to Australia. Looks like we've got most definitely got a show planning in the planning stages for Japan, of course, as you're aware. So Holly Winter's saying that the Facebook notification has just arrived, but she's already been watching for 10 minutes. Thanks for that. Wendy van der Beek, good afternoon to you. Such a shame I can't zoom. John Grinham, Alan B. My son will be travelling on KLM from Houston to Saudi in about 7 hours. Looking forward to seeing him. Wow, that's fantastic. Paul Skilling, Lufthansa A321 due in 8 minutes. Not by any chance that'll probably be coming into this gate here, I'd imagine. That 321, one of these two gates here. But of course they ran that beautiful Lufthansa Retro Jet 321 yesterday, pardon me, while we were in here, Of course, this morning when we got to Miniature Wonderland, there it was in its miniature scale. But I don't know if you saw the KLM 777 when I was on the other side of the fence, so to speak, just doing that behind the scenes filming. Did you see those GE90s spinning, the fans spinning? Just the detail was just phenomenal, man. Miles high, de Havilland Beaver, magnified by 750 horsepower, 560 kilowatt Magni 100 propulsion system. Wow, very interesting. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, Dibby, there we are. Hybrid has to be the future. I heard GM and Rolls-Royce are developing them. Yeah, it makes much more sense, obviously, to continue to run. You need that extra power, and there's only a certain limit that you can go to for fully electric aircraft. Possibly for up to a certain weight. Anyway, that's for sure. Dane Grayson, Keith Cornell, Ian Office, Miles is Ulft. John Hughes. The first all-electric flight from Vancouver was completed with the de Havilland DHC-2 Beaver. The plane is... Oh, yeah, OK, we just read that all out, sorry. The plane is 62 years old and has 6 seats. The seaplane was retrofitted with a 750, equivalent 750 horsepower engine. Which, to be honest with you, 750 horsepower for it's not massively big in terms of power. When you look at the converted, I did actually look a while ago about the conversion of horsepower into of pounds of thrust of an engine into horsepower, and I believe that the converted figure for, say, a 90,000 pound thrust engine is some crazy figure in terms of horsepower. I think they do shaft power as well as is something that is used for prop aircraft, shaft power, or possibly even on turbojets as well. Stephen Oxborough, 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Pattaya. Wow. Two Skyhawks. What's that all about then? There we go, Dibby. Yeah, bang on. That's what we were talking about. Is these traditional engines, but also you need the traditional engines, as you call them, to be running when the aircraft is landing as well, because if it needs to call on sudden emergency power, you're not able to fire those engines up as quickly as you'd want to. So I'd imagine that they'd probably start up the traditional engines around about 10 miles out on the descent, or on the approach, should I say. Jason Clayton. No, you're all right, mate. I ain't got time to build dioramas and in your bedroom. I don't live with me mum. I have got a house. Take care, Divvy. Yeah, real shame about the conditions, man. Real shame. I know, but you know what I know. Just here comes your 321. Which you can't zoom into. Oh, something overhead. Something overhead. Is that something overhead? Water tastes good in the wet. Follows the trail of McDonald's receipts. Simon Hill, good afternoon. Oh, Sherry Hellier's got a new stripe. There we go. See? You see? Hello, Facebook. Wake up, Facebook. Wake up. Hello, Facebook. Psst. Wait. You awake? You awake? Now I think this 321 might be coming into this gate here. See if there's any telltale signs. Really, and to be honest with you, with that baggage, whatever it is, in the way, I can't think that it will be. I think it's going to go over to our right, but we'll soon see. Such a shame you can't see that. I'll tell you what I did see today, folks, in terms of history of Hamburg. As you know, I'm a big history buff, especially World War II, and wow, it is fascinating when you look at Hamburg in the history books in terms of World War II. In 1944, around about 44, I think it was, in a particularly dry season in Hamburg, which was very unfortunate for them. Bomber Command inflicted a huge raid on Hamburg, and it subsequently caused deaths of thousands like 30 odd thousand people, which was absolutely horrendous. It's never a good thing. War is a terrible thing. But what was amazing was, as in London, so many of the landmarks stood up to the bombings. The city was literally flattened. But come on, son, come this way. There we go. But there's a beautiful old burnt-out cathedral which still bears the scars of the bombings, and it's still black from the fire. They literally haven't touched it. But what is also amazing, if you know your history of the Second World War, especially in Germany, they built flak towers. Now these flak towers, it's like ground-to-air defence, which is basically, they were littered all over the south coast of England. AK guns that were gun placements that were. Sometimes you'll see in your local village, if you live down south, or your local town, dotted somewhere in the undergrowth, you'll see a big concrete plinth, which was possibly an old ACAC tower, but the flak guns that they used in Germany to throw up, incredible to think that a gun can throw up that amount of hardware so far into the sky. But they used these they built these huge, great big concrete flak towers, which basically there's one. If you look on Google Earth, you can see it quite clearly in Hamburg. I saw it, for the first time with my own eyes today, and it was absolutely so impressive. Solid concrete. In fact, the reason why they haven't got rid of them is because they couldn't destroy them. They did try on a couple of them, but they were just so thick and just solid concrete that they were also used, I believe, to bring during air raids as makeshift air raid shelters for the local residents as well. But absolutely so impressive to see 4 huge circular plinths on each corner. One huge circular plinth on each corner, obviously housing flak guns on those. Anyway, there you go. Alan Warren, Lizzie, Rob Cartman, Danny Mitchell's a new member. Oh, here we go, look, it's just sprung into life. Oh, that's great. Is he on YouTube, is he? Oh, is he? Okay, hold on a minute, let me just jump over there. I didn't see that. Am I on the wrong channel here then? Yeah, no, I've got them. Yeah, I've got Lizzie Azou, Mikey Van Aaron, Wendy Van der Weg, Katrina, Luke Van Giap, Holly Winters as a model, make it yourself. I bet this morning's show blew you away. Yeah, tell you what, I built a Hachet Lancaster bomber, which just had incredible detail, but I added a significant amount of additional detail. Still got pictures of it actually, especially in the cockpit area. Right down to the navigators. I even made a little map for the navigator and his little lamp. Didn't have the figurines because I'm just not into the figurine stuff unless you spend a significant amount of time. But like, it even chopped up tiny little strips of brass to mimic the shells inside the belts on in the gun turrets, which you know, and it's great fun doing it as well, has to be said. And working with such a big model like that, you actually use a riveting tool, which is not doesn't actually use rivets, but it's actually it's a bit like a pizza cutter with spikes all the way around it, and you run that. You get your panels that you want to make, then you run your riveting tool around the edges to mimic the rivets, which is quite nice. It's great fun doing it, I have to say. You know, all moving parts. Engines were unbelievable. Rolls-Royce Merlin engines. Here we are, Danny Mitchell. It's plain to see you enjoy what you're doing. I'm glad I found this stream. Well, thank you so much, Danny. Yeah, most definitely. I love what I do, but I have to be honest with you. The enthusiasm, even though it's always been there and it always would continue to be there, if I was to do this day in, day out, or at least twice a week, as I do now, without anybody joining me like you guys, it wouldn't be the same. And you know, I'm sure that within time the novelty would wear off per se. In other words, what I'm saying is that just going out and videoing planes, it's just not my forte. What I do here with you guys is bring you live aviation and just share my enthusiasm with you, and also live with your enthusiasm as well, because we love that. Anyway, there you go. God bless you, blame me, really. Holly Winters loved Miniature Wonderland. Wow, been following their Facebook page for years. Well, it was great to meet up with Franz. Was it Franz this morning? Who's actually the guy that does all the videography for the guys at Miniature Wonderland. So he puts all the videos together. I have to admit, just like somebody said just now, in terms of what we saw today, I haven't seen any sort of, like, you know, behind the scenes stuff like we saw today, like the control panels and the control boards, you know, like a whole control tower working to keep that place running. Absolutely fascinating, you know, and that's going to be quite a technical edit, I'd imagine. Okay, Austrian going out. Here we go. I could go up onto the. What's the time? What's the physical time? Here it's 3:05. It's going to be dark before long, isn't it? It's going to be dark before long. So yeah, it's pointless me, mate. It's pointless me moving, isn't it? Can I go and get a coffee, guys? Can I go and get a coffee? Do you mind? Okay. Right, I'm just going to go and get a coffee. Oh, really? Oh, well, I better wait for that then. I'm not going to, yeah. Well, I better move back then, hadn't I? Just in case I get to see it. I'll tell you what. Oh, my legs roll, my eyes are bent, my knees roll and grizzled. Oh, well, I won't see him then. I might hear him. Oh, he's at 6,000 feet here, is he?
Are you going?
Yeah, man.
Take care, man.
Since I'm waiting for some airplanes, nothing moving on there.
No, it's quite a small airport in terms of its movement. You know. The A380 is going to be coming in here, but a lot later.
Oh, okay.
We've got an A380 flying over now, but we probably won't see him. But
That's like a schedule with all the flights.
no, all my viewers, they tell me what's coming, what's going out. Yeah, oh yeah, man, yeah. I like that. You know, I like that interaction. It's good to have that interaction. And,
How many do you have?
there's Facebook and there's YouTube, so you know, it's a good, really good, strong.
I'm going to be watching.
Make sure you do
Tonight
that.
at home.
And make sure when you come on, you just say hello. And if I miss your comment, make sure you come in and say hi. And we're on free view, so you know you don't have to become a member just yet. You know,
remember my name.
just say from Hamburg as well. You know? Yeah. Men in the rain.
Okay.
Roman,
Have fun,
take
man.
care. Nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, folks, just tell you what I'll do. Just let me just see if I can. I would have. Pissed off. From then, how's he done that? Why you little. Okay, I'm going to go and get a coffee now. Don't go anywhere, you lot. Oh. Okay, I can hear it. No, I can't. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, no, I'm hearing things. Oh, God's sake. I thought that was it for a second. A minute. I need to listen out for it a second. Even at 3,700, it'll still be, even at 1,000, it'll be above the cloud. Yeah. So we'll hear him. Luke Van Zet, Hamburg is number 35 in Europe for traffic. For comparison, Luton is 37. Okay, so there we go, yes. Shows how small it is really. Luton Airport. Is she doing just a fly past or doing a manoeuvre? To my left. There it is. There it is to my left. Yeah, that's why they're holding that lufty before it goes out. Yeah, there he goes. Yes, I can hear him. So that's Emirates A380. Wow. So that's the one that we saw last time we were at Toulouse. The final A380. So next week we'll see that aircraft on the ground, possibly doing some stuff with any luck. Lizzie asking, have you done any airports in Africa? Nothing at the moment, Lizzie. I am actually standing right underneath a drip plate at the moment, which isn't very good. So, a little bit more action for you folks. Mark Wellhausen tuning in from Detroit. Love what you do for us, thanks and thank you. Again, Mark, I have to say, it is you guys who spur me on to do this. It is hard work, more often than not, I have to say, but it's worth doing it, and I love doing it, and I love bringing this to you guys, so thank you very much indeed for your support. Come on, mate, over here, over here. Where are you going? Hello, mate. Hey, how are you, man? Good to see you, man. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it, man? Where were you thinking that we could go?
We got a spot over there.
Yeah.
Train's coming right over the spot.
Yeah.
But I prefer the French. There's the coffee over there.
Yeah, no, I know.
This runway is not
But that runway's not active, is it? We'll have to come back, man. That's the best way we can do it. We'll have to come back. So you're working at Lufthansa, yeah?
Yeah, over there.
Is it? So what's that aircraft there? Working in the landing gear shop. Lucky, man. So you jack the aircraft up and test the upgrade?
No, the actuators. The actuators and the steering belt for steering the aircraft to the ground.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, interesting. That's still great to do. On all aircraft or? So do they go full sometimes, or is it just for servicing? Oh right. Oh really? No, it's not, but it's still interesting. Without the water on the glass, it's great. Last time we got some really good stuff. But you know, it's enough people see the show this morning. Oh, you were well, yes, of course, yeah. Yeah, man, it's great. It's Wonderland. Yeah. 6 times. Really? Yeah, really good show. Really good. Like coming here after that, it's like this is the big stuff. It's like, you know, even the towers the same, you know. you're on YouTube, what page? That's really good. So you're one of our longest standing. Have you got a sticker yet? Sorry? Have you got a sticker
on my
yet?
car.
Have you? Let me give you another one, man. Just you know. It's good stuff to do. So last night we were lucky then, yeah? And that 707 over there is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Air crew train.
fire department or de-icing training and stuff like that.
Oh really? Right. Because they've got the escape. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
So it's used for all types of okay. Evacuation, things like that. You just managed to see the LAX shows or the hospital. Of course, man, of course. You'd have to come and say hello. Right, I'm going to go and get a coffee. Do you want a coffee, man? Coffee? I'll get a coffee. What do you want? Just normal, just black coffee, yeah? That's all you want, yeah? Just a black coffee. That's right. Right, guys, just so you're wondering who I am here with. What's your name again, fella? Jonas, that's it, Jonas. Jonas Bradbury. Yes, see? I'm not that bad. Have you worked on the plane? Yeah, I remember that name from a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
I just want to zoom in. I can't zoom in. It's the bloody windows, man. But there you go. It is what it is, eh?
Runway is not operating. Sometimes in the summer they overhold one runway, so all the traffic going over the other one.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the runway there's a little spot.
This must look amazing when they're coming this way.
Yeah.
You know, well, all you're going to get is the 777, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the 380.
757.
And 757, yeah?
Yeah.
Condor. Condor, yeah? Okay. But even so, look, it must look fantastic coming towards you like that. Move a bit forward because I'm getting the back of your leg wet. Right, here we go. Leslie, Katrina, Rob Cartman. Oh. Lizzie, I put ID from nose at times. Is that the nose of the aircraft or? So how long have you worked at Technic?
7 years ago.
Wow, cool. And you started, when you started as an apprentice or?
Just started the training year, then work. So you have to get your next lot of workshops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Type ratings.
Yeah.
But I've learned not repairing aircraft, but I learned tractor mechanics.
Oh, really?
Farming machines, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I love farming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, cool,
Aviation,
man.
Farming.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's an interesting combination.
Yes.
So tractor technology.
Yeah.
Tractor engines are very easy. Well, I say easy, but they're big and sort of like all the parts are big and strong, and you know. So it's not like thousands of little tiny components.
Yeah, but it's the same with landing gear. It's all big.
Yes,
You can use
not
big
not
hammer.
thousands of components. You can give it a whack and all that. Yeah.
She was late today.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Normally
Is that?
going out right now, but
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's not far off being dispatched then.
Yeah.
So she'll still be going out. So oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. We'll get
They
it.
already start going.
Yeah. So with the undercarriage, the front, the nose gear, it is attached to the rudder as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then when they're taxiing out, they're using the tiller.
Yeah.
And then when they start their run, their initial run, they're still a little bit on the tiller, and then once it reaches a certain speed, they onto the foot pedals.
Yeah.
Yesterday, man, you know, sometimes when you fly and you get that lurching feeling, you know, where it's like, way easy, son. Yesterday, man, I have to say, on that 321. It was just, I was like, oh shit! I mean, oh dear, man. I think we might actually veer off the runway here, because he was like this, and I could feel it. Then he'd go like this, and then he'd go like that. It's like, wow. Yeah, it was. It was hard. It was a hard wind. Yeah. Yeah, that miniature wonderland, man. We got to go behind the scenes to see them all, like how they come down and then they ship them along, and then they turn around and bring them up, and there's on the lifts and all that. It's very, 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 very clever, man.
Yeah.
But also inside their workshops, all the trains and all the lights and everything has to constantly work, and so there's constantly work going on behind the scenes, and the control room. Did you see the control room? just unbelievable, man.
There's
Unreal.
some documentations about it on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, documentaries?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably edit this one into a sort of like a mini documentary, you know, because it is very, very interesting. But, you know, everybody was really happy and really enlightened by it.
Yeah.
Because it does open your eyes, doesn't it? You know, there's a lot of things you don't think about, but when you see all these hundreds of thousands of components, each one has to work. You know, and if it doesn't, it goes down on the board. There's a little light that flashes up. You know, quickly get out there! That bus has broken down. You know, and the woman goes out there with a big poking stick. But this morning we had an Illusion and a 757. The 757 was on the runway, and the Illusion taxied out, just whacked straight in the back of him. So the 757 did an RTO. He went down the runway, and they had to pick him off the runway, and the Illusion was skewed off the side, so they had to take him out as well. Physical a hand rejected takeoff. There you go. Anyway. Okay, John Hucklesby, what's the colour of the port wingtip like? Okay, so port, as in left side, is always red, starboard is green. That's just a way of, that comes from navigation, shipping navigation. It's always been left green, left red, right green for port and starboard. So you basically know which way an aircraft is travelling. At first glance, and also a ship as well, Ublisha. Oh! Sorry. Sorry, I was talking away to him. Are we alright? Is everything alright? Oh, Paul, terminal, this is terminal 1, isn't it? We're at terminal, we're at terminal 2. We're at the terminal 2, we're at terminal 2. I think so. Still boarding us, so here comes the red nose. I've tried before to get in with Technic to film in there. No chance, mate. They're very, very strict. It's understandable, I can understand. And also, you know, you're in an environment where it's very, very dangerous, you know. And if something happens, you know, they don't want that to see on the screen. You know. Although we do have a 1 minute cut-off, so, you know, if somebody like dropped a big lump of metal on their foot, we can cut it off. Although we would want to keep running. So Stephen Billings' old man taught him about told me this, any red port left, any red port left. Oslo bound Paul Skilling, thank you, that Norwegian red nose. 5813, about 8 p.m. I think, the flight home. Wow, wonder if we could somehow get to see that SP.
No chance.
I know, man, I know. Is it private? It's a private owned here?
Picture on Facebook.
Is there?
Yeah.
Even that's probably they're not happy with that, I'd imagine. Who's taken those?
This is
John Hughes. Bamboo Airways taking delivery of their first 787-9. They have 29 more Dash 9s on order and 53 21neos on order. They currently have fewer than 20 aircraft. Wow. So that'll be a long delivery period, I'd imagine. Oslo bound Red Nose about to go out. Is that it? I can see just through the gap there.
no.
No?
That's 737 from Lufthansa for training.
Oh, okay, okay. Desert Cat. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, man. Oh. Do we know whose aircraft it is? Whose aircraft is it?
Oman? I don't know.
Oman Air? Or is it some a private
I think
Oman?
it's from government.
Oh, okay.
Here's the registration after. I think we can find it.
Okay, yeah. Wow, I bet that's beautiful inside.
I think so. No chance to get in.
Oh, they are.
British Airways.
321.
Neo or not?
No, apparently I think I'm going back on the Neo tonight, I believe. It's no different than the CEO, to be honest. You know, yeah, I mean, just a little bit quieter, you know, and it smells a bit newer. It's a bit really. Sorry, I can't zoom, folks. Paul Skilling passing you now. Swiss 321 heading to Zurich. That one. There we go. Thanks, Paul. That's another place we've got to go back to, Zurich. That's a great airport. Great viewing terrace there.
Yeah.
So I wonder how Paul got on with his little visit around the airport. Paul is coming up to join us now. He did the tour around, the bus tour.
Okay, yeah.
Is it any good?
The bus tour? I never do it.
Oh well, we'll find out in a minute.
You gonna do the bus tour right now? Or what?
No, not now. No. No, I'll find out from him what it's like, and then. Maybe he saw this SP. Maybe they drove past Technics.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it's going to be there for? How much longer?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do on this.
Oh, you don't know what it's there for? It's
No.
just for a check.
Check or I don't know. Something like that.
Because that's got old engines on it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got the old like Pratt & Whitneys or CF6s or.
Yeah, I think so. Are you at the ILA this year?
Next year, is it? Maybe. I don't know. The only problem with that is signal, because there's thousands of people all on their phones, and it's always a problem with signal. But that was with an old unit that we had, so it might be a bit different this time. But it's a risk. It's a risky take.
So, I think I'm gonna go home right now.
Yeah.
Long way to drive.
Your shoes are getting wet as well.
Yeah.
You've got a long way to drive, have you? Oh, you want to get going, mate, with the traffic.
Yeah. 90 kilometers
90?
every day.
So that's 180 kilometers a day you travel.
But it's alright, 1 hour. Yeah, they're shooting.
Yeah. Crows. Oh look, the wheels have been just about to push this back. The walk bridge has been removed, so this 777's just about to push, folks. Seems like everyone's getting very restless talking about food again. Well, if I come back out here, man, we'll have to try and make it so that you have a day off or something.
Yeah.
Maybe in the summer.
Yeah,
at least then
summer's
we can. At least try and guarantee a dry day. You know.
Always glad to remember. Can we make a picture?
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course we can. You got. Is that all right? It's not blurred, is it? That's cool.
Good. Thanks. So
Thanks, mate.
Have a good way home.
Yeah, and thank you very much indeed for your support, man. I
Nice
really
to meet
appreciate
you.
it. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Good luck.
And I'll see you next time on the feed.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. See you later. Jonas Breathering. There we go. How about that? Not even going to... Breathering is Breathering, I think. Say they did. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Not that I like to divert away from aviation, but it's interesting to see Stephen Oxborough saying about the fact that Uber drivers still finding fake drivers out there. I did see a thing on the other day about these colleges in London, these fake colleges, absolutely terrible, man, where these people, you just walk in there and just, all these people from overseas, obviously, going in there and paying for, fake identity, basically, as simple as that, and it's rife. There's so little you can do about it. However, I have to say that the likes of Uber and those people, in terms of their recruitment, they should, it's quite easy to authenticate something, isn't it? Here we go. Emirates 777 pushback. Might even get... I'll take the mic cover off just to see if we can get a little bit of fired up. Hope so, Andy. That's what we're hoping for, mate. We'll get the as the APU kicks into life. Those GE90s. Here we go. if anything, that's worth waiting for, wasn't it? Guys, just check out our library and go back to the GE90. You don't have to watch the whole show. I did actually cut it down to the startup and the full run of the GE90. It was actually a 115B down in Wales. You want to check that out, folks, and crank it up when you do it. A lot of people have already watched it, but it's definitely worth watching if you haven't caught it. Cameron Knight's loving it, Simon Hill loving it. John Hughes started his number 2 first and then switched to the number 1. Good afternoon, Martin Smith. Mikey M. Hope you got that, Martin Smith. Hope you joined just in time. I think you did, because you were in front of Mikey M there. James Marnane, Emirates has an A380 on its way to Hamburg, due in at 7:30 CET. You might be able to get as you board your plane home. Oh, due in at 7:30. Okay, yes, we did catch it last night just after we caught the feed. It's interesting to see a vehicle on the other runway doing some kind of an inspection, possibly. Maybe they're going to send this 777 out on the long runway. We'll soon see whether she taxis all the way out there. Andy, that was awesome. Indeed it was. She's got a lead car, by the way, look. As you can see, the lead car in front of her. Follow me. There is definitely a runway inspection going on. What runway number is that? Is it 3 or something? See an office, yes. Make sure you watch that GE90 show. It's a great. It's very. It's one of actually our most watched shows on YouTube, has to be said. Still gets a tremendous amount of views on it. Worth watching for sure. Thank you, Cameron. Paul Skilling. A BA319 EUPU on radar at Heathrow, heading for Hamburg. Is that possibly my... See the way the sound bounces off the walls here. I'll be zooming the hell out of this right now. John Grinham. Nigel Dallas, definitely watch it, mate. It's worth it. Cameron Knight, we did a Gatwick show last month. Going to be back there in the very near future. Okay, looks like we are moving with this Emirates triple. Let's see which runway she's going to go out on. Because the other runway is significantly longer, so it may be that she's using the full length on that other runway. Hey, everyone loved that, man. Oh, that's great. So back at Gatwick soon, Cameron. wide body that comes in here, isn't it? Turkish A330, it's inbound. She'll park over there at 7A, I think, or 07 or 07A, one of the two. Seeing offers. Steve Hudson. Flying back around about 8 o'clock, I think. 8 p.m. is my flight time. Martin Smith. Is it 8:30? Oh, blimey, it's getting later and later every time I ask. The runway that we've been seeing them depart on is the shorter of the two runways. The intersecting runway is the longer of the two. So we'll have to see what runway she's going to use with the Emirates. I'll be honest with you. Looking at the, I don't know. Oh no. He's definitely going. He's put. Oh, I can see. Yes. So there's your first approaching aircraft on 15. That's runway 15. See an office, yes. LAX is one of the airports that we've seen the follow car, the follow vehicle. Step away from the vehicle. Oh, Andy, that's a good point, that, mate. You know, I'd go with that. I love the Emirates 777-300 ER, and could, because it's quite. I think maybe it's something to do with the fact that the 380 is quite common with Emirates. You bloody see it everywhere, literally every airport. I can't think of an airport that would. Well, obviously, Stansted has the 777, and is that the 330 just touched down now? Oh no, it's is it? No. So that's interesting. I wonder. Wow, there we go. James Marnane. Thank you, James. Runway 15 is 3,666 metres long. So that's got to be nigh on 2 miles, isn't it? Eastern Airlines has returned to the skies on December the 5th. What's going on here? Cameron Knight's asking a very valid question there. Why does that 777 need a follow me truck? It's a heavy aircraft, and maybe aircrew are not familiar with the taxi lighting here, and maybe the taxiways or the entry points are not clearly lit, or for the pilots. So that may be something to do with it. I'm not altogether sure, but maybe because of the height that they're in the air, maybe they can't see some of the runway markings. Is that the 330 just touched down now? I don't really know. Oh, Mikey M, thank you very much indeed. That was a Eurowings 320 that just touched down. Yes, and here she comes now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to shift the... there we go, lad. There we go. Just move that there like that. Right, 777 moving forward now to the active. Not going to see very much, it has to be said, folks, just be aware of that. I'm going to follow her out just like that. I'm not going to... So the reflection is now starting to appear on the glazing as well here. So there she is, you can see her. Where's Hodgie? Has he got lost? Oh, there she goes. wake, man. Oh, what a great shame I can't zoom, because that would have been an absolutely epic shot. Never mind. Sin office, Turkish 3:30, 9 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's not actually raining at the moment. Very, very light spits. Spit the dog. But very, very light spits and spots. But obviously the rain continuing to hold on to the windows here, unfortunately. Julie Chaston, Locomotive and Paul Skilling give big fan emojis there. Oh, EasyJet, 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 EasyJet. Is it the EasyJet? Yeah. Nice little spool up from those start up from those IAE engines. Same engines as the British Airways fleet. You there, Julie? Oh, hi. GP go for comms if you like. Number one. Is it an EasyJet? Go with that, Nigel Dallas. Martin Smith, yes, is the answer to that. Yeah, Julie. Paul Hodgson, can you let Jerry know? Won't be there till after 5. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wow. Take care, Luke. Yeah. Katrina saying, John, if the start up is then record the sound with the phone. Okay. Debbie Oatley, the chances are yes, I will do a Christmas Day show this year. Not sure where from at this stage. You know me, guys. John Hucklesby. Take care. All the best, everybody. There's your 3:30 touching down now. GP, go for comms if you want. Don't know where you've gone, but hello. Ah, there. There we are. Right. What happened? Oh, for golden Bennett's sake. No! Rob Cartman, yes indeed, there's your 3:30 touching down now. Taxi to gate. IREX is going to go in probably 8, I reckon. Gate 8. Just shift this over a little bit so we can at least get some kind of a shot of her going to gate. Oh, I'd be zooming that right now. Mikey M, Debbie Speller, John Hughes. Jet Ski Matty, Cameron Knights. Judy Chaston, Debbie Speller. Ha! Stevie Richards, Dave Yearsley, John Grinham. I like this a lot. Good. That's why we do it, John. Martin Smith, that's very kind of you. Have Christmas off. Trouble is that I'm on my own, you see. Just me and the cat. So I can't really have Christmas off, because if I was sitting on the couch I'd be like, yeah, I could be doing a stream right now. So it's just sort of like, you know, oh look, keep coming son, keep coming. Keep coming. Oh. Yeah, keep coming mate, keep coming. Yes, he's going in here, he's going in at 6. Hurrah! Yeah, plus Christmas Day is on a Wednesday, isn't it? Beautiful set of Trent Sevens. Listen to him, listen to him. Is in the house. Carl the astronomer. Dr. Manhattan. Ian Finley. What's that? Jason's going to be working on Christmas Day. Well, There you go, mate. But tune in if you can, Jason. Jock and B, good afternoon. Tuning in from Berlin. Got to do a Berlin show. Yeah, have we done a Berlin show? I can't remember. I seem to think we have. Oh, ILA, that was it. Yeah, Berlin was ILA. There we go. That's why I'm sure we've been there. Good man, Jason. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, that from Keith Cornell. Used to be able to hear and identify C5 Galaxies over Lambourne Hold by the sound of their engines as they have a slight whine. Indeed, they do. Quiet it is now. I think that noise that you're hearing there is all that is the A330's hydraulics. Still running, I think. I think. What's going on here? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Blimey, O'Reilly. Well, I think that's all we're going to get, isn't it? In terms of... got anything else? I've got that BA 319 inbound, but that's another 50 odd minutes away, isn't it? I need to sort of like... No, it's only 4:10 at the moment, so we're all good. Go back to that. There it is. And there you lot are, right about there. Flipping heck! Alan B, take care. Wade, Perry, Cameron Knights, Vinnie Jones is in the house, Judy Chaston. Christmas Day show was great for me last year. Watched it live in the morning, my time, before heading off to my friends for annual Christmas dinner. And silliness, James O'Brien. Footy on Premier Sports here. There we go. Yeah, those old C5 engines. I think they were they Pratt & Whitney's, I seem to remember. I might be wrong there. Simon Diamond Hill Lufty 320 from Munich in about 15 minutes. Never have we anticipated the arrival of 320 so much on Big Jet TV. It's all gonna go off at Hamburg. I have to say, there was more activity at Miniature Wonderland this morning than there is here. No, I'm only joking. It's a great place. Love it. Thank you very much indeed. Hamburg. Tony Sewell. G'day. Vinnie Jones. Hoi hoi. Rob Cartman, take care. Such a shame about the hoi hoi. Ring and cleaning ringing. I know. Might better get a little bit of it away. Hello everybody, look, I'm waving. Hello. Made it worse, look. Hey, you little. Paul Hooper is watching. I saw a flock of crows about 5 minutes ago. Yeah. I like the little campsite about at the airport. Yeah. Made that 10 times worse by doing that. Oh, got to push back. Yeah, I know. Yes. Big. I need Bender's arms, don't I? Rob Cartman, Debbie Oakley, Katrina, and the waves. Little titter touching down, private. Is he having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? Richard Bonfield, good afternoon. Martin Smith, John Hughes, Stevie Billings. James O'Brien. Mac 52, yeah. You stupid boy. Now look at what and take Godfrey with you. Oh, a murder of crows. There we go. Richard Bonfield correcting me there. Thank you. He's an artist. John Grinham. Oh, is it? Oh, is that why we had the go around maybe today? Oh, that is fantastic, isn't it? I might even be able to nick a bit of that off of Franz. jiggies with it. Might be able to get a bit of that foot. He's got an inbound on 33. I think that's the little 319 Eurowings. So exciting, isn't it? Sherry, hell yeah. It'll be fine, mate. Quite interesting from Kaz M, getting the information about Staffy Duck being a what was he? It was Darren, yeah. An Indian running duck or something like that, isn't it? Is this little SAS Bombardier? I think. What's happened, GP? Oh! Roy Redgate, thank you. We're back. Don't know what happened there, just spontaneous combustion of the channel. Well, Jilly, I'll be honest with you. What? Okay. Should we clip it? I think we should, because there's not a great deal happening, and my feet are soaking wet. What's that? What's it saying? Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, no, I'm not soaking wet. I'm just, it's just my feet are freezing. That's all. But I can. I'm all right. It's just that. No. I'll be all right, man. I've got me warm jacket on, and I don't know. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Ooh, Stephen Billings, Jerry, have a fun return flight. Isolated thunder warning for a large part of the UK, including London, lasts till 0600 tomorrow. Ooh. John Hughes, Air Canada Rouge has purchased 4 former WOW 321 CEOs to limit the impact of the 737 MAX issue. Some of the remaining WOW Air 321 may be used by the replacement WOW Air named Play Air. Yeah, interestingly enough, saw a poster a little while back seeing the WOW 330 actually moving at Toulouse. Norwegian from Malaga in about 20 minutes, Simon Hill. Yeah, very interesting, Air Canada Rouge. So who's going to pay for that then? Purchased 4 former A321s from WOW. So is pay for that? Because obviously, you know, it's their reason why their aircraft are, Roy Redgate, 3 flights from Gatwick next year. Hi, Fred. John Carley, thank you. Yeah, I think we'll clip it, GP. Let me just say goodbye to everybody. Well, you know, because okay, folks, we're just waiting to get the other channel back on at the moment. I'll be back with you in a second. frustrating. Oh, he's going into that gate there. Right, okay, go. See if I look like, hey, see me this time. Folks, thanks very much. If you didn't manage to catch this morning's show from Miniature Wonderland, you want to try and watch that if you can. It's a couple of hours long and very much worth watching. Really enlightening, I have to say. And I'll certainly be looking forward to putting that together as a edit, both for you guys and also for the guys at Miniature Wonderland as well. As someone said earlier on, it was more enlightening than any of the videos that they've seen about Miniature Wonderland. So hopefully it'll come out real good. I think it will. Probably throw it in the oven for 20 minutes on 200 and it should come out nice and fluffy. But anyway, yeah, other than that, listen, thanks so much for joining me. I'm really sorry about the conditions here. Obviously there's nothing we can do about that. A bit like the notifications on your device. Don't blame us, blame your provider, Facebook or YouTube. Always their problem, not ours. That's the only thing that is not our problem. Or is it? I don't know, anyway. Look after yourself, folks. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Next show is, of course, on Saturday, and got a couple of days of editing, and might see you beforehand, probably do a little piece from the studio. Other than that, we're all good, and hope you enjoyed the show today, and it's been great having your company as well, and welcome all new members as well. Great to see you. Keep the chat going, folks, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Take care. We'll keep you posted on what's coming up on Saturday as well. Keep an eye out on the ticker on the website, and also we'll probably do a little piece on Friday night from the studio just to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. So thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Look after yourselves and be good to those animals, and we'll see you on Saturday. Take it easy. See you later. Bye bye.